Hey folks, welcome back to Biscuits Total War. This is Biscuits giving you another online commentary from Rome Total War. Now today is the day after Boxing Day in England here. I think we've all eaten way too much, I've drank way too much, and I'm feeling a bit groggy. Now the only way I know to solve this is a bit of Rome Total War, so I hope you guys enjoy this. I haven't been online for some time, but I've got quite a few little games in the pipeline ready to put up on the channel. We've got mixtures of 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, and maybe even a sprinkling of a 4 versus 4. All the games are going to be really entertaining as always, because we've got some great players on there online that I've managed to catch up with. And today we've got a 2 versus 2, so I'm actually playing as the Blue Romans, the Skippy Eye, and I've been joined by a fellow member, a guy called Lion Dwarf. Now Lion Dwarf used to be part of the Brotherhood clan, and looks like he's now joined the KW clan. No idea what KW stands for, but all I know, Lion Dwarf is a good guy, so it should be an entertaining match. Let's have a quick look at our builds. Now I've gone for 12 urbans, 2 archers, which I'm experimenting with at the moment, and then 6 Praetorian Cav. So you guys who watched our previous videos know that because I'm going for the archers, I'll save a bit of cash, and then I can use the extra cash to really give my cav an extra boost. Let's have a look at Lion Dwarf. Lion Dwarf has gone for 4 cav and 16 urban, so really heavy on the infantry, a sprinkling of Praetorian cav. You know, normally you don't actually need to bring 6 cav, 5 cav can be just as good as 6 cav, depending on how you use it. So let's look at the enemy, who we're going to go up against. Well, I've managed to get this guy online, a guy called Indy. Now he hasn't been on my videos for some time. Indy, he's brothers with Thor, brothers with Odin, really good 31k player, hasn't been online for some time. He's from Heart of Dublin, so really good to see Indy back online playing his game of 31k. He's playing it safe, he's going for 6 Praetorian Cav, 14 urbans, nice and straightforward. And he's been joined by a guy called Amos. Now I believe this guy was part of the EOS clan, if that rings any bells with any of you older heads who are watching this video. But he's been taking part in a few of my videos in the past. He's gone for the same build as Indy, 6 Praetorian Cav, 14 urbans. But one thing he hasn't done, he's got these 2 units at the front, they're both in tight formation. Now ideally he should have them in loose formation, just like myself, just like Indy, just like Lion Dwarf, and that's to try and act as a peeler guard against all the peeler that these urban cohorts have thrown. So let's see how this all pans out. Memory serves me right, this is a pretty damn tight match. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move my guys to this flank. That's basically my opening gambit for most matches. I always try and move my guys to a slight flank, just to try and get a little peeler initiative, maybe try and throw some peeler into them before they can throw peeler into my guys. Also, I've got these archers here, so what I can actually do with these archers is harass the enemy, and what I'm going to try and do is get them into range and just harass these Praetorian Cav, maybe shoot a few of them, get a few kills, but basically cause Indy to really concentrate on what he's going to do with these Cav units, because he'll want to try and push them back. He'll want to make sure that he's not losing Cav units unnecessarily, because he's going to use these Cav to really try and throw an advantage into their side of the court, because the enemy have got more Cav than us. They've got 2 more Cav, so if they use the Cav correctly, really go in some really heavy decisive blows, they should be able to crack us open like a nut. But in the meantime, Indy's trying to outmaneuver me, but he's got his guys into a bit of a poor formation there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try and charge in a couple of my Cav units, because these guys are out of formation, they're in loose formation, and what I might be able to do is just cause them to mass rout, or cause one of the units to rout. So I charge in there with my Cav, and I quickly charge back out before they can throw their peeler into my Cav units. And now I'm going to replace my Cav with the infantry, so I'm quite happy with that little manoeuvre there at this stage. Let's have a look at the SPQR. Now look, he still hasn't got his guys into loose formation. He's making a bit of a blunder at this stage. Another blunder that Indy's made, look, all of his guys are in auto fire, so all of his units have been throwing his peeler, and all of his units have been throwing the peeler into that one unit there, which is fine by me because that unit is fairly weakly upgraded, so that unit will pretty much rout instantaneously, and that's going to give me lots of opportunity to throw my volleys of peeler right into these tight formation units and cause a lot of damage across this Brutii unit, but not as much damage as these SPQR have. It look, that guy's now down to 23, that guy's down to 56, and if you have a look at Lion Dwarf, he's only down to 50, so really nice kind of exchange of peeler there. Lion Dwarf has well and truly won that. Now in comes Indy with a cav charge, cav charge straight into my units there. It's caused one of my units to rout. I'm now going to try and do a counter charge, but I've just slightly missed that. I'm going to charge in on my cav. In comes Indy with a counter charge. Now EOS, the SPQR member, is going to see this little unit here, and he's going to charge in to go and help out anytime now. I'm holding my cav in there. I'm going to try and hold them in and quickly pull them back, and then replace my cav with my general and my infantry to make sure that my infantry line doesn't break. So it's pretty tight at this stage. Again, I've only got 12 urban units, so Indy well and truly has got the infantry advantage, and he's also got maybe a slight cav advantage, who knows. But in comes Indy with another cav charge. He's going to counter charge my charge here, and have a look at this. In comes Amos with another cav charge. So we've now got 12 Praetorian cav coming straight into my units here. Unfortunately, my Praetorian cav can't hold all of those lines, and look, all of my units are now going to start to rout. So all of my Praetorian cav is now routed. It's now going to pull back. All that I can do at this stage is put all of my infantry units into Testudo, hold the line, and try and hold out as long as possible against Indy. If all else fails, if you're losing the battle, put your guys into Testudo and try and buy into time. So hopefully my ally here, Lion Dwarf, can now come in with his infantry and try and really aggressively push forward on the SPQR, because my infantry units ain't going to be able to do much. All I'm going to be able to do is just hold the line and try and bide my time. Now what I have noticed, I'll pause this for 2 seconds, the SPQR cav charged straight down here is now flanking around the back of Lion Dwarf. One of my cav units, or two of my cav units, have come back. Now they've only, what, 29 and 17 I think, so they're really depleted. But what I have got are these two archer units behind the lines. What I'm going to do, I'm going to initiate all the archer fire, all the arrow fire into the back of these Praetorian cav, and then do a well-timed cav charge into the back of these SPQR units. And you'll see how devastating this can be. Look, just check out all these SPQR units. In comes my cav unit here. In comes the flame attack from all those archers. And there we go. All of those SPQR units are now routed. So they did have the advantage when it came to that cav battle, but we've been able to out-maneuver them, managed to shoot them in the back with our archers, as well as doing a well-timed cav charge, causing all of that Praetorian cav to rout. Now some of the units may come back, but I'm pretty chuffed with that, because we managed to swing that little decisive battle back to our side. Now back over here, let's have a look at Indy. Indy's got his cav unit still, and his cav unit's going to try and go for my general here, but my general's in Testudo. All I'm going to do at this stage is hold all of these infantry units in a line here and try and snag as many of these Brutii units as possible. I'm now going to use my archer fire to try and assist my ally here. I'm going to shoot into this big clump of Scipii. Hopefully Lion Dwarf with his infantry units and my infantry units can try and hold the line. But in comes Indy with another cav charge from the Brutii. He's going to charge straight into the heart here. It's going to cause a couple of these Scipii units to rout, and now he's going to pull his units out. Again, I'm using all of my archer fire into the sides of this general here. I'm going to try and take out the Scipii, the Brutii general. I'm going to flank around on my infantry units here, and what we're trying to do is encircle all of these Brutii. If I can get all of my archers to shoot into this big clump here, and then get, let's get a Lion Dwarf in here. He's going to now go in for a nice little cav charge, but Indy's going to do a nice little counter charge, and just look, more of these Brutii units now starting to rout. So Indy's doing really, really good here. He's managed to rout quite a few of these units. I'm going to chuck in my cav unit. I was hoping I might be able to try and rout, and maybe try and take out a couple of these Brutii units, but my guys now started to rout. So just check out all of these Brutii cav, doing really exceptional good job there at this stage. Now we're going to charge right into the back of this Scipii here. Lion Dwarf's probably got his guys into guard mode. More of the Scipii units now starting to rout, but I still have got my archer units here And these archer units are going to be really devastating, because what they can do is drop the morale to these units. These units are tired of the Brutii. Taking that into conjunction with my archer units, we should be able to do a lot of damage at this stage. In comes the Brutii with another cav charge right into the back of these Brutii Scipii units. Just look at the damage that they're doing, absolutely destroying them. But we do well and truly have a lot more infantry. Now my archer's now going to swing all their fire arrow right into this general here. We want to try and rout this Brutii general, and it looks like it's going to do. Looks like it's going to happen any time now. Got more of these units starting to rout. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 Brutii units starting to rout. I'm shooting the cav units, all I can do, and now there we go. They've now started to rout. It's just really the general in the thick of it, holding the line for the Brutii. There's a couple more Senate units that are left. These guys are in guard mode. They've been in Testudo mode. They really want to be out of Testudo mode at this stage to try and assist their ally here. These guys are in guard mode, as you can see. They're holding their formation. But there we go. Look, all of the archer fire, all the infantry units have managed to finally rout that Brutii unit, and that is going to be GG to us. So it was exceptionally tight there. Really well played to Lion Dwarf. He managed to hold this line there really well, whilst I put my guys into guard mode with Testudo, and really just try and buy the time and try and prevent Indy from routing one of my units. I really do think that these two archer units played a really important part in this battle, because they were able to really drop the morale of the enemy when it counted. So really well played for these two archer units, but exceptionally well played there for Indy and Amos. Just look at the kill count, it was really close. Lion Dwarf got in 1,559 kills. I got in 1,214 kills. Indy and Amos, Indy got in about 1,400 and Amos about 1,000 kills. Let's have a look at the stats at the end of the day. Urban cohort, really nice amount of kills, between 60 to 70 kills. Some of them doing 100 kills. So really well played there for the Scipii. Let's have a little glance down to see these archers. The archers got in 21 kills, 41 kills. Potentially they could have done more kills, but at the end of the day, it wasn't the kills that really swung it. I think it was changing morale, dropping the morale of the enemy. Let's have a look at the urbans. Yes, some of my urbans got 123 kills. Really, really well played there. Really enjoyed that game. So that could have gone either way. If my urbans had routed, if I hadn't got my guys into Testudo, into guard mode, I'm pretty sure my flank would have been devastated, and then it would have been a 2 versus 1 against my ally Lion Dwarf. So guys, let me know what you thought of the replay. As always, don't forget to leave a little comment and leave a little thumbs up. Always appreciate your commentary and your acknowledgement for the videos. And of course guys, check out more of my Rome Total War videos on the channel. There's plenty more to come, and I'll catch you guys soon for the next installment of Rome Total War. All the best, and thanks for your time. Bye now.